Hello, I'm Hannah Kaplan, and this is the WCS Wild audio podcast, where you'll find reported audio stories covering the latest news and newsmakers from WCS's field sites, zoos and aquarium, and their conservation partners. We've got a great show today, so let's get to it. Internships in the science and conservation field have for too long failed to reach the full diversity of young people. To address that inequality, the WCS Education Department, based at the Bronx Zoo and led by Karen Tingley, recently launched a new internship program designed to proactively help more young people get a head start on a conservation career. Nat Moss spoke with Karen for Wild Audio to learn more.
With support from the New York City Council and other funders, WCS has been rolling out a new internship model to provide critical STEM education for New York City youth.
This program is really trying to address the fact that we have, in the science and conservation fields in particular, a low representation of people of color. We have a low representation of our local community members who need to be a part of the decision-making processes, especially when it comes to wildlife conservation issues.
That's Karen Tingley, Director of Education Programs for the Wildlife Conservation Society. She and her team are working hard to reach young people who could be interested in a science career and to support them throughout that journey.
Every single intern at WCS in our zoos and aquariums now receives a stipend. There's travel support. There are a number of different professional development opportunities for interns. And most importantly, our team works to really help focus on that advancement opportunity post-internship.
With innovations that include a common application, an advisory council of young people providing feedback from local communities, and new training and support systems, the new program appears to be catching on.
Since January, we have onboarded 223 interns across our 5 parks, and it's just so exciting to see young people who did not even know that this was an opportunity that could be for them, to see them work with the sharks team down at the aquarium, or to come in and, be a part of the Bronx Zoo Education Department.
Karen says what differentiates the WCS internships from many others is that they're building on what she calls a career lattice that enables young people to take more chances.
Internships are, at the heart, a learning opportunity. Interns themselves leave the program having learned a specific set of skills and really should be on their way to deciding if that is a career that they are interested in. And that's the cool thing about an internship, is that it is an opportunity to see if this is really something that you want to pursue. You may end an internship and say, I definitely don't want to do that. And that's okay. Our program is called a career lattice because you go in many different ways. It's not a ladder where you do one thing, then you do the next thing, because sometimes you might go in a completely different direction. And that's the beauty of an internship. Sometimes you find out what you don't want to do, and then you keep looking and finding something that really clicks.
The program dovetails with a new focus on equity among institutions under the umbrella of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, or AZA.
There is a lot of interest in the AZA community around equitable pathways to science and conservation careers. And there's a lot of movement on a national level to really address this, because we recognize that internships are one of the many barriers that exist to people pursuing careers in our field. Many people, when they're applying for a job, having an internship in many fields is a requirement. And so we want to make sure that we're removing barriers, whether they're financial, whether they're housing, to ensure that we have a diverse representation of people in leadership roles.
Looking to the future, Karen points to the coming green economy when she thinks about how to measure success of the internship program.
In New York, the influx of green jobs that will be coming is pretty significant, right? And my hope is that all of the young people who come in to our internship program see themselves as really strong applicants for those positions. Our hope is that you also put that conservation lens on whatever job you have, because what's really important is saving wildlife and wild places. And we need people to think through all of the different experiences that they've had and remember those conservation elements in whatever job they take. Whether you're a teacher, whether you are a mechanic, whether you are working in the new offshore wind programs that are happening in New York, whatever those jobs are, thinking about the impacts of wildlife and conservation in whatever work that you do, that's success for us.
Podcast listeners in New York can access the internship program at bronxzoo.com/youth. For WCS Wild Audio, this is Nat Moss.